On December 13th, 2018, Hypixel Studios released a trailer for their upcoming game and project simply titled Hytale. As to be expected, the trailer took off in popularity, though I don't think what we saw coming was that it would rack up nearly 50 million views in only 4 months on YouTube. Undoubtedly, it blew up, and fans have been nothing but excited. Being dubbed as Minecraft's spiritual successor, there's no reason to doubt that the game is not only gaining traction, but headlines and also eyes set on the release. Throughout the course of the past 4 months or so, the Hypixel team have slowly been drip feeding us information about the game itself to keep the hype alive and well. And for many, that's definitely worked out. A few days after the release of the trailer, myself and Michaelmcchill dissected what we could on the website and the trailer and created a video talking about our expectations, and months later, more information has certainly come out, and we'd like to share our opinions on some of these recent developments. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Before we get anywhere near starting this video, I want to make something abundantly clear. First things first, we are not a trend YouTube channel. We are not attempting to do what many others have done. We are not going to talk about every little thing in Hytale as soon as it's announced. We're just not going to do it. We do our own thing on this YouTube channel. The reason that we're talking about Hytale today is because so much has been shown since the trailer, and we want to get our opinions out there for you to see and hear for yourself, and also keep you in the loop if you just so happen to be left out of it at this point. If you're not aware of what Hytale is all about beyond seeing the trailer itself, you can feel free to watch our original video on the top right of the screen. But to put it simply, Hytale is Minecraft's newest spiritual successor, created by Hypixel Studios, the same ones that created the Hypixel Minecraft server. And the whole thing is super interesting. So let's get started. To start off this video, I think we should talk about the most basic of things when you think about a game like Minecraft, world generation. Starting off talking about the world, let's meet our home. As opposed to the Minecraft world that we all roam around in, Hytale's world is simply known as Orbis. In this world, there are multiple zones. The simplest way to talk about these zones are like we would with biomes in Minecraft. However, they are quite different. Let's start with the similarities. First off, zones have a design centered around a specific theme, just like biomes. Zone 1 is your stereotypical plains and forest biome. Zone 2 is your deserts. Zone 3 is your wintry biomes, and Zone 4 is fiery. Zone 1, as noted on their website, has animals like grizzly bears, frogs, ducks, owls, and more. Below the surface, rats, bats, and more infest the caves within. In Zone 3, players can find forested valleys, tall mountains, and deep caves. On their post detailing Zone 3, Hypixel stated each zone has an affinity with a particular aspect of elemental magic, and in Zone 3's case, that means water in all of its forms. As shown by the Stone Circles concept art, Zone 4 is fire, Zone 3 is frost, Zone 2 is sand, and Zone 1 is earth. In the world generation concept art, more zones are to be announced. Whether or not those will have their own elemental magic, I'm not too sure. However, I definitely wouldn't be surprised. Each zone in Hytale will have a bit of consistency in their generation. Caves and dungeons will be different from zone to zone, but there are a few universal principles that each zone govern. Caves have resources and are procedurally generated. Regular dungeons will also exist. Blending of terrain will also look pretty good as well, as evidenced by these pictures. In this picture, you can see the mountainous coasts of Zone 3, and in this one, the sands of Zone 2. Alongside regular dungeons, portal dungeons seem to exist as well, and we even witnessed them within the trailer of the game, namely the Temple of Gaia and the Garden of Elements, where a story seems to be taking place, with the main mission being to defeat the corrupted golem that they've shown in various concept art. Going back to world generation, On the website, they've stated, "Beyond the vast oceans lies the infinite lands. Hytale's storyline won't take you out that far, but our world generation technology will ensure that there's always something for you to find beyond the edges of the world." Reading this, some people assumed that the world generation would be in concentric circles as evidenced by their initial zone image, but it was confirmed that that wouldn't be the case, and generation would be more so like Minecraft. Think about how the end dimension works within Minecraft. In the center is Hytale's normal world, and beyond that is a procedurally generated world. Hytale's base story will take place within the primary world, but the game itself does not. World generation won't be perfect, however. There will be mistakes, just like there are with Minecraft, and they've embraced this fact, dubbing them happy little accidents, the Bob Ross mentality. Transitional textures do exist, and on the website, you can see where they show grass, sand, and gravel intermingling without hard lines forming where the blocks meet. As noted, this isn't specific to world generation, and players who want to make things can utilize this when building to create nice transitions between blocks. It also seems to give the game more variety within biomes. They're utilizing their own RGB technology, which can be used to change the color of any block. Using this, they can give the game a more interesting look and feel. Like the corrupted golem mob that we previously mentioned, it also seems that story characters will exist within the game. On their key art showcase, they showed a speed drawing of a character named Varen. On the official Hytale YouTube channel, he's noted as a major character. On the blog post, they stated, "This one was a lot of work because it's a very important character. I wanted the character to look a little bit like a demon and not exactly humanoid. He's not from Orbis, so he must look different to the other characters we have in the game. Most of the time, Varen is a distant threat. The magic in his hand represents his power, all of his focus on this spell. Whether or not the story will be exactly the same every time you start up a different world, if creating different worlds is even an option, we're not exactly sure." Speaking of characters though, creating and customizing your character seems very interesting. So far, they've shown off a few examples of hairstyles, accessories, and more. Some look modern, some look fantasy inspired, and so much more. Looking closely at some of them, especially this blue tunic, it seems like it's inspired by Link from Nintendo's Breath of the Wild. Character variety seems huge here. While I'm hoping we'll have the option to use skins like we have within Minecraft, this character customization system seems pretty interesting and might have a lot of potential. If we're able to customize our characters with the model creator or something like that, that might be a better alternative to Minecraft's skin system. Speaking of the model maker though, let's talk about that. Interestingly enough, the Hytale model maker, essentially, has been in development since 2011. Originally being created as Craft Studio, it eventually got developed into what it is now. On the website, Hypixel has stated, "The Hytale model maker gives content creators the power to create new game assets without having to go and learn high-end 3D software. In its design, they kept in mind the low barrier of entry with everything you need to know on one screen, knowing that it would be a necessity. In their words, you can build with cuboids and planes. You can model, animate, and more. On top of all of that though, maybe most interestingly, you can use real-time collaboration to work with others at the same time on a single project. The program is slated to be free and will launch alongside Hytale and will be available as a downloadable app and through the web browser." And now, let's get back to the base game. Building within Hytale, right now, seems quite similar to Minecraft. On the website, they show many blocks that you can create with an item called quartzite. You can make many things like blocks, wall blocks, pillars, slabs, and beams. Placing these blocks are like placing any blocks that you would place within Minecraft. Slabs can be placed on all sides, even sideways. Stairs are very much the same as Minecraft's. Beams are like singular fences, but more versatile and can also be placed on their sides as well. Wall blocks are more so like fences fences and purpose. Roofing designs, pillars, and more have many intricacies thanks to the Hytale model maker. Looking at the way that you can build within this game, it seems that, just like Minecraft, you can get extremely detailed results. You'll only have to put your mind to it, and the only limit is your imagination. And lastly, servers. In their words, Hytale's client is written in C# and their servers run on Java. Supposedly, Hypixel has chosen Java for a multitude of reasons. Namely, their developers feel more comfortable writing high-performance Java, and it has let them highly optimize their server code. They know their community has experience with Java as well, so they want their players to be able to jump in as quickly as possible. A server browser is also being developed, where Hytale will be showing off servers for players to find and play on. Playing with friends will also be a breeze, as they're also developing a friends list so that you can jump into servers that your friends are playing on with no issue. Supposedly, you'll also be able to join a friend's world without even having to port for it or any of that nonsense as well, as they're utilizing UPnP protocols to handle port forwarding whenever possible. It also appears as if much of the server technology will be open source in a sense, meaning, and I quote, "Everyone will be able to read the server code. Modding in servers will be fully accepted as well, allowing operators to customize environments, game mechanics, to even parts of the UI as well." In their words, we want our players to be able to build upon what we're working on, but we also don't expect the community to do our work for us. Hypixel, thank you for that wording. As a player first and a fan second, that wording is vital to the progression of your game, and it shouldn't go unnoticed. And personally, I think that that's a good place to end on. But what do you think? Do you think all of this sounds fun? Are you excited for the game? Is there anything that I didn't mention that I should know? Let me know in the comment section down below. But other than that, that just about does it for me for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on it, because it would really help out myself and Michaelmcchill, who wrote and edited this video, the channel, and the video quite a lot. But anyways guys, I hope you all enjoyed. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.